Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Solo, and today I want to ask you, have you ever thought about how can I build a summoner build in Halls of Torment? Me too, and I want to try it today. Or better, I have an experimental build, it's not perfect, but let's see what we can do. First, let's talk about the equipment. What do we need? A wind crown. A wind crown is always good. We have more attack speed for every kill we do. Second, we need a good amulet, and we go with the Scars of Toil, cause we will lose a lot of health and we cannot regenerate as fast as we wanted. So that's the reason why. Next, we want to go with a little army into our summoner build. That's the reason why we use the demonic bond for a lot of imps. And we use the Necromancer Clutch for a lot of skeletons. The next one is our glove slot, and we use the Invoker's Grasp, which will increase our spawns and our summons forces and our summons damage, which means we can spawn more imps and more skeletons because of the plus summon spawns. Instead of 5 skeletons and 5 imps per ring, we can spawn 7 imps and 7 skeletons, which is pretty good, cause we need everything we can get. For the breast slot we use the plate armor because we want more health and a little bit more defense in both aspects. We have skills like the demonic exchange, which reduces our max health. That's the reason why it's very important to increase our health as much as possible. The next slot we have our boots, and we use the blade boots, because of the same reason we want some defense. You couldn't go with something else, it's alright, but in my experience you will get hit, and for that later on more. The last slot, which is not really a slot, but it's our mark, and for that we use the mark of the rituals, which increases our summoner damage. And the crazy thing is, in my experience, I looked at the values. The values are increased by 30% for our summons. I started the game with the mark and without the mark, and it was 30% increased, which is a little bit ridiculous because we play the summoner and we stack him with his own mark. Works as intended, I don't know, but we will do it. You can use another mark, maybe the barbarian, not the barbarian, it's the warrior mark or a swordsman mark for more health and health regeneration, or you can go with the Norseman for more % damage, but we will do everything to increase our summons damage. What abilities do I want to use in this build? It's an experimental build, so bear with it, and I have to say we want to use the Spirit Warrior, the Summon Golem and the Astronomer's Orb, because the Astronomer's Orb are also summons. I use them all because for a little bit more defense, and a word beforehand, the Spirit Warriors are not as good as you might think and are the worst part of that build, but also one of the best parts if you can build them right. I have not found the right way to build it, but if there is one enemy, 2 Spirit Warriors can pretty easily kill bosses or even the end boss in record time, as I have experienced it. So let's go into a little gameplay. We see here that I used the multi-weapon prophecy sacrifice with a double input because I wanted to know how good is the spawn rate, and we saw that the spawn went from 7 maximum skeletons and imps to 9. I also thought maybe we can increase the spawn rate of our little Spirit Warrior, and you see that I don't attack because that run was only for a test for myself, and I wanted to see if my little summons and the warrior can hold it. It is not so difficult. We play on Agony for the Ember Grounds, and it's very nice to fight with it. However, that's only the first wave. Later on you will see other waves with the slimes, the lava slimes. Oh my goodness, the lava slimes were a little bit harder to fight, and we also went it was enough, let's say it like this. It was enough to fight the lava slimes. However, when we have something that's faster or something that has a distance attack, we get into a little bit of a troubled situation because we have to move and move out of it. Now you see that I also try to double the demonic exchange, less defense and 60% more summon damage. Should be pretty good, but in the end I should have gone with the Spirit Warrior maybe. However, I tried it beforehand and it was not as good as you might think it is, because I tried to increase the attack speed of the Spirit Warrior, but the drawback of the Spirit Warrior is he stands at your side and he has not such a long range. I will try another build with him for attack range. Maybe it's better for him and it decreases his drawback, but I see a very big problem. Else he has a large area, he has a fast attack speed. It's like a swordman or two swordmen you have on your side. So now we are in the middle game. As you can see, we fight with a lot of things and we let everybody attack us, and I do not attack still because we are on the test trial of this build and we want to see how good it is in the end. But you can see I got around 12 maximum imps and 17 skeletons, or vice versa, I cannot say it right now. The good thing is we have a lot of small damage sources. The problem is we cannot control them, which you can see what happens when we do it like that. Our warriors can kill everything that goes near us. However, remember, I do not use attacks. With the attacks, this build is a lot stronger because our attacks are also summons. With our attacks being summons, we summon 3 to 4 at the time. They do a lot of damage. I did not use it because I wanted to see how good can Spirit Warrior become. I also have chosen the good traits of the Spirit Warrior, what were for me the good traits. And you see the boss is going down very fast if only he is there. However, the damage spreads again and they attack everything, and everything that goes near us will be killed by our Spirit Warriors. So that's also why I call that build the bodyguard build, because our Spirit Warriors are our bodyguards. Everything that comes close to us will be killed. So to the end game, as you can see, we are fighting with the Astronomus Orb around us. We increase their size, their damage and how many projectiles we have. Also some lightning damage or fire damage with them for a little bit more damage. I did not increase them very much. And for the smaller enemies it's very easy. We already died once or twice, so we are in the last few minutes of that run. And for the normal enemies it's not such a problem. Most of the times I only died because of the shooting enemies, which was pretty sad. Also, if you have a lot of worms who spider slow attacks and they cross and you cannot get out because you are surrounded. And until now I did not use any attacks, but if I use them I will come until the end, because I tried it once with the Spirit Warriors, and the Spirit Warriors and my summons pretty much killed the end boss in 10 seconds or 20 seconds. It was ridiculous. However, you see now we have the big beasts. With the big beasts it's not so easy anymore. The problem is they won't die as fast as they could. Maybe I should have used the double for the Spirit Warriors and the critical damage, critical bonus damage. But I have not thought about it. I had 5 hours of trying this and that and dying, and a little bit frustrating in the end. However, I hope you can see what that skill can do and how good he can be. However, he's not as good as the other abilities like Flame Strike, which I used for the Agony 3 in the hard mode before we had the hotfix. You should use whatever you want. I only wanted to bring you something different this time with Halls of Torment, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you liked it, subscribe for more videos and I appreciate it. Until the next time. See ya!